All right. Okay. As you can see, Nemo's not here. I think he's eating dinner or something like that. And so, but you know what? We can just keep on doing this. We've got, well, you know what? I want to make sure everybody subscribes, click on YouTube, tell all your friends. And, you know, we like feedback. And so give us some, send us an email or two. You watch a previous show, you'll get all the information. But I'm going to bring in our guest. And if Nemo shows up, I'll deal with that later. Okay. So here we are with Bino G.
¿Qué pasa? You doing all right?
Hey, thanks, Bino. I know you're busy with the Tejano Music Awards, but before we do this, you just started up the Tejano Music Awards national radio show, and you're the host of that. So tell us a little bit.
Yes. I'm so fortunate to have gotten the position. There's only been three other broadcasters that have done this. Started back in October of this year. Kind of got pushed right into it because I've been trying to get the show off the ground, but it was always something pushing me back and forth, and I just never could find time for it. But glad now that we actually got it off the ground, and just everything. I started everything from scratch. I mean, pretty much build it up to where it's at now, adding more features and gonna start adding interviews as I go. So once fanfare is over, I'll be able to have more time to do interviews with artists and all that. But I'm just glad that we have it finally out there, and I'm starting to pick up more radio stations as we go.
All right. You know what? I think you probably should make it a podcast also. You know,
If I could find time, I sure would. I've been thinking
hey,
about that. It's just
if
trying
you
to find time for
if you need help to set up a camera, all this is pushing buttons. You set up a
it.
couple scenes and boom, 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 and like that. But I know, yeah. Do you edit your show? I mean, you're. I guess most right.
Yes, of course I have to go in there and take all the bloopers out. You fumble over your words sometimes, and I got a big library of all that stuff. I going back and listening to it years later to see how exactly all the little mishaps that I had speaking and all that stuff. You try to make everything perfect because it's actually a show that has to be where it's without errors,
Oh, that's
in a
true.
way. So yes, so you try to get as much as perfection as you can.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Yours is more polished than my
Yes. It's
podcast.
like being in a recording studio and singing and making sure that it's done
Right.
correctly.
Yeah, I remember back in the '90s when I did the Tejano Talk, not Tejano Talk, Tejano Time video show, and
Right.
I would edit, but I loved the bloopers, and it's hard to do. I mean, back
Right.
then, at the tail end of just a few shows, we put the bloopers in it, and we got a lot of positive feedback from the bloopers. But
Right.
now,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because you were live. I mean,
yes,
that was it. I
no,
mean,
no,
there's
no,
no
we're
rehearsal
live
for it.
now. Yeah, we're live now.
Right.
Back then, we weren't live like that,
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah,
I
you're
can.
doing. You're okay. You're pre-recording your shows from. Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
Okay.
I had
Yes.
to because we didn't have the streaming stuff back in the '90s.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I
So
forget. I forget how old I am already.
me both, brother. All right. So tell us what's going. Okay, I read the Tana Nation, your number one source for Tana news, and
Radio with
I
TahoeNation.net. Yes.
yes, and I think they made a mistake. They
Oh, tell
said,
me about it. What did they do? What did they
okay,
do?
I'm going to read it straight from TejanoNation.net. It says kickoff ceremony and family fun. The festivities will begin with a kickoff ceremony on Friday, March 14th at Market Square at noon. And I go, wait a second. It's not at Market Square. It's a Hemisphere.
They're so used to us being there. That's what it is. It's only our
Yeah.
second year away from there. So I'll give him a call. He'll make that correction. But I know pretty much everybody knows where Hemisphere is at and where we're at now,
Oh yeah.
for our second year. But
I I
one thing about Romeo and his whole team, man, they cover a lot of ground in the Tano industry.
yeah.
It's not easy. I mean, he's like he says he gets up very early in the morning so he can cut his news lines and everything, and then release it out to everybody. And then, of course, he has a full day of what he does with the radio and what he does too with the Hano Nation. So he has a full day. It's not easy. I put it that way,
Yeah.
and I give my hats off to him and his crew, man. They do an awesome job. And then of course we have Maria Elena, who's actually with Tejano Nation, and she's our 2025 official photographer for the Tejano Music
Okay.
Awards Fanfare. So congratulations to her and her hard work and dedication that she does for the industry.
She's an awesome photographer,
Yes.
and I want her to start taking pictures of me, make me look pretty. or
Well,
something
she'll
like.
be out there, so get ready. You look pretty this weekend out
All
there.
right. Hey, she has an assistant with her. I can't remember her name. I think it might start with an S, but she helps her a lot. And, there's a lot of people that help us do the show and stuff. Like, I now have a new guest coordinator because I'm getting tired of dealing with no shows. Like,
Right.
I now, this is one of my things I say on my show that. Uh, Lucky Joe has been scheduled for this show 3 or 4 times, and he doesn't. He keeps on canceling and stuff. And the last time, he didn't even call me or say anything. So now I rebranded him No Show Lucky Joe.
No show,
Show
Lucky Joe. The
Lucky
other day
Joe.
I called him, and I was like, it's not like him not to answer my calls. And then I look on his Facebook, and he's over there singing the Brady Bunch song. I
Yeah.
was like, I did it on purpose. I knew he was on there, so I was just calling him to kind of interrupt him. But he kept on. He didn't answer my call. It's like, oh, okay. So I see what's more important. But no,
Yeah,
he's
I know. I
most.
know
But
he.
the one thing about Lucky too, he stays very busy, and he's like myself too. Sometimes I'll schedule appointments to make time for interviews, and it has to get scrapped sometimes. Just
Yeah.
things pop up, and just life in general pops up. Let's just put it
Yeah.
that way. So I know he's probably not meaning to do it on on purpose or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll catch him at Fanfare. He's going to be out there all 3 days with a booth.
Oh,
We'll
all
go
three
to you.
days.
We'll just go. You know what? Let's just go to him and do the interview. How about that? Take it straight to him at his booth and do it there. So I caught you finally, Lucky. You can't go nowhere. We're going to do this interview after all this
Well,
time. So
I'm not going to do that because I do live because I hate the editing process. So I can understand why you're not doing the video and stuff because you already got to edit and stuff. But
right.
let's okay. Oh, you know what? Last year you had a Hemisphere. I thought the reason why you moved it from Market Square to Hemisphere is because of all the construction and traffic. Is there a reason why you didn't go back, or you found that Hemisphere
So
was
that was the main reason. It was because of the construction happening there at Market Square. I mean, it's all the
right?
way around. We had it the year before when the construction barely started, and we were having problems already with artists trying to get in with their equipment, the fans trying to park. It was just chaos out there.
Yeah,
So we had to make a decision, on where to move this event to where we can actually have a stable event without having to worry about the construction. And I know there's rumors flying out there, oh, because of the money situation and this and that. That had nothing to do with it. It's more because of the construction, which is still happening today. I mean,
yeah,
as you can see, this construction is still there. Um, but you know what? We don't speak bad about Market Square because it's
right,
been home for many, many years. Those guys we've seen so many managers take over that spot. We've
right.
been like family to them. So it was one of those things. It was a hard decision, really. I mean, because that's where we've been for many, many for decades.
Yeah.
And but Hemisphere, people are really enjoying it because there's just more room there.
Yes.
And for years people kept saying, "Hey, y'all need to move." We've outgrown the spot, which we have, because it was
Yeah.
so tight. You're sitting there when you can't really move anywhere. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a hard decision to do, but I think we made the right decision because, like I said, construction's still going on around there, and hopefully it'll finish fast because with the project and everything that they're planning, it's going to look very beautiful down there in Market Square area.
Oh yeah. I was there a couple of weeks in San Antonio, and now I'm back. I was in San Diego last weekend, and
Oh,
now I'm going.
nice.
Yeah. Now I really enjoy Hemisphere Park. Oh, it's Hemisphere or Hemisphere Park?
Yeah, see, I had to get that correct too. That's why I say I got to go back and edit. I always want to say hemisphere, but it's hemisphere, Fair.
Hemisphere. Okay.
So it's not. See, they used to be called Hemisphere Park, but they don't do the park yet. See, I had to edit back a bunch of that stuff too because I was always saying Hemisphere Park. So now it's Hemisphere where San Antonio meets, is which their tagline is. So I have to
Oh.
add that now, so I don't say the park part anymore. I had to go back and edit all that after commercials had already been run.
Yeah.
But the great thing about this upcoming event, they just opened the brand new part of the park, which is right behind Civic Stage. So there's
Okay.
more room back out there in that area. So it's all concrete area back there. They've done, I mean, pretty much all that's almost finished. The hotel's almost done. It'll probably be open probably a little bit after Fiesta, but
Yeah.
it looks very beautiful in that area right now. So we got a lot of changes for this year's fanfare. Just to go ahead and put to rest all the rumors, we did lose a day because of certain things that happened.
I was gonna
Uh,
ask about that.
yes, and which was out of our control. So we had to go back and kind of edit our dates that we had from the 13th all the way to the 14th now. And then we lost the stage also because see the Magic
That's
Theater
another
they have
question I was
yeah.
gonna ask you.
So they have they have different types of programs that happen in in the building.
Okay.
So there's certain times that we have to actually shut down the stage because of the noise. There's you can't have the bass, you can't have the music going, because I guess there's animal acts, whatever they might be doing in there. They just don't
Right.
want their program to be disturbed. So there was a lot of times where we were going to have to shut it down. So it just didn't make no sense to really have a stage there. We were going to have to keep shutting it down. So we decided to go with three stages this year. So I think we'll be back with four stages next year now that we have the new part of the park open.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go back to our regular schedule next year. Uh, this year too. I mean, there was a lot of bands that didn't make the cut only because we were limited to very, very spot this year. You know,
Okay.
and I tell you what, everybody I talked to was very cool with it. They're like, we totally understand. We're here to support you guys.
Right.
Um, a lot of people too need to understand also what fanfare is all about. We hear people, oh, they're making millions of dollars and this and that. Well, I still haven't even bought a home yet. If I was making
Yeah.
millions with them, I'd have a mansion. I guess what it is too, they see all these people out there. Okay.
Right.
It's like me. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started with TTMA back in the day, just as a stage manager, I see all these people and I'm like, man, they're banking over here, man. They're making
Oh, yeah.
all this money. But in reality, if you really pay attention, how many people are bringing their ice chests or bringing their backpacks full of beer and their soft drinks and everything into the venue anyway?
Right.
So not everybody's buying from the beer booths, which that's what supplies us each year to make funds to pay for this event. Because I tell you what, this move to Hemisphere it's not cheap. Let me tell you that. It's
Right.
very expensive. So we're actually trying to put different things in place to where we can pay for this event. So
Yeah.
what we're doing is we're setting a platform for the artists to come out and advertise and promote themselves. So this is like a big promotional event, which it always started off to be pretty much with the new artist
Yeah.
until the established artists started becoming a part of this event, from what I've heard. So this is why I kind of say this every time I do an interview, just to kind of get the people to understand what happens out there. So yeah, these millions of dollars, there are rumors. I had a gentleman a couple of years ago call me and say, how come y'all don't pay the bands? You're making all this money. I said, well, you honestly tell me where we're making all this money at. So I
Right.
asked him three questions. The first question, I said, so where are we making money at? He's like, well, he goes, y'all making money off the parking. That's not true, because the parking has nothing to do with us. That's the city. I said, so where else are we making money off? Well, all those vendors are your vendors. Okay, so like any event that you go to where vendors go, they pay for the spot.
Right.
Okay, and whatever money they make, they're trying to make their money back and then some. Okay, so then he's like, well, what about the beer? I said, what event has ever made millions of dollars off of beer? And then he hung up
I
on
know.
me. But right there, that just goes to tell me that he didn't have any common sense to realize that all this stuff that he was thinking in his mind this whole time was incorrect information.
Oh yeah.
But you see people post on Facebook and there's a lot of followers out there, but get to the source before you do all that, because it's like I always say, it's always easier to assume and make a
Yeah.
fool out of yourself than just call the source and ask for yourself on what's really going on.
Yeah.
So there was and I bring this up because G-Man posted uh something this past week, and it was has nothing to do with fanfare, but people were assuming it had to do with fanfare. And if you really read into it,
Uh
you
huh.
can see where it said he only had a couple of bands and want to be promoters. But then I started reading comments, and I was like, and then G-Man calls me, he's like, hey, people are thinking it's fanfare. And I'm telling you right now, it's not. I said, dude, I read it. Common sense tells me it wasn't about fanfare.
Right.
So I did. I usually don't comment on those things. And I did. I put on there, I said, I love when people assume things, and then I said, thank you, G-Man, for clearing that up. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, people like to run with rumors and all that kind of stuff. But in reality, we have after parties going on. Hey, the more
Oh,
the better. The more
where?
the better is what we love to say, because there's enough for everybody out there.
Yeah.
You
Is
know,
there an after party for the fanfare?
Yes, we have an official sponsor this year, which is Beer Depot. They're going to be
Okay.
the official after party for the 2025 Tejano Music Awards Fanfare this year. So,
Okay.
yeah, go out
Cool.
there and join them. But like I said, man, there's so many things going on after Fanfare. So if y'all get a chance to go check them out, support Tejano Music any which way you can. Because we're not going to sit here and say, oh, you got to come to just our event. You can't go to that event. No, 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 no. There's all these people need to come in there, especially from out of state. They don't get to see all these bands,
Oh
on
yeah.
a regular basis. So hey, go enjoy yourselves. Go out there. It's going to be, especially for us, we're going to have beautiful weather out there this coming weekend. So I mean, we have a lot of great bands coming out there starting at noon on Friday. We kick off with our ceremony, which I know it's typo, but
It's not at
the,
Market Square.
it's not at Market Square. It's at Hemisphere. It's going to be at the Mexican Plaza stage. If you go to the Tano Music Awards Facebook page, there's a map there. It kind of just shows you the basic on where the stages are, where the meet and greet's going to be at, where media row is going to be, and all that type of stuff. So, like I said, come out there and join us. We're going to have an official ribbon cutting ceremony to kick off everything right about noon, and then hey, it's full go from there from noon until midnight Friday and Saturday. And then on Sunday from noon until 11 o'clock, Michael Salgado celebrating his
Yeah.
30th anniversary with us. He's going to, be the showstopper. He's going to be the final finale for Fanfare this year. So, of course, you have Signal. We got two anniversaries in the house. You got Signal
Yeah.
also celebrating 25 years.
Nemo just came in, so let me bring him in. Okay. Maybe he tells us why he's late. I don't know.
Well,
Hey, Nemo.
Man,
I don't even why you have to even bring me in. This guy is just stating facts, facts, facts. Like,
That's
like,
true.
like he's like on a mission. He wants people to know he's not making no money. Like, come on now,
Hey,
come on.
I
yeah, you
remember
know what?
we.
I do it. I do it for the love. I do it for the love
Yes.
of the industry, and that's. I grew up watching the Tano Music Awards. My godfather is Little Joe from Little Joe La Familia, and I tell you, I learned a lot from that man. I really did. I learned that it doesn't sometimes making money off of something you love is not the right way of doing things sometimes. And it's coming from the heart because I want to see this industry grow like it was back in the day. And it's there. It's just that people won't give it a chance. There's so many up and coming artists that we have from all over the United States, not just from the state of Texas, like it used to be based off of. It's just like we need to give these younger bands a chance to go into these venues and make a name for themselves. So this is why we do fanfare. That's why you always see a lot of new names. People are like, oh, I don't know who that is. Well, instead of not knowing who they are, why don't you come out and support and find out who they are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you what, sometimes you might come out and be like, man, I love this band. I want to buy something from them. Do they have CDs? Do they have a website where I can find out exactly where they're playing next? All this type of stuff goes into play with fanfare.
Yeah.
If you know how to market yourself right, you can make a lot of money with your merch out there at fanfare. Jimmy Gonzalez, I'll tell you, God rest his soul, um, he always loved to play Sunday and close out fanfare. And I never understood why, until he would tell me that, you know what? Fanfare made me the biggest amount of money in my merch that I would make all year. He would sell out.
Wow.
And
Of
I'm talking about
course,
on Sunday
yeah.
after everybody's already pretty much, spend all their money. I mean, he would sell out a merch and just make a killing out there.
Are you
You know,
kidding me?
I
so
I believe it.
bring
I believe
merch.
it.
I should have brought merch. I didn't think about that.
so I mean, like I said, they say, oh, you're not paying the bands or whatever, but at the same time, who's got to flip this bill to pay for this event?
Yeah.
People don't know that there's been losses like the last couple of years. The weather's been
Mhm.
we can't stop Mother Nature. When you do an outdoor event, you're taking chances in the first place. So the past 2 years, the weather's played a big factor. And when it's cold, I don't like to drink beer either. It's just I just
Right.
can't do it. I might. Okay, let's just put that. I'm not gonna say I won't drink at all. I'm not going to be consuming as much as
Right.
That's
I
true.
would if it was
That's true.
actually a nice hot day like it should be this weekend.
Yeah.
So, again, things that people don't realize that happens only because they see all these massive crowds out there. But, we've been toying around with the notion. I said, hey, what if we just put a fence around the hemisphere and charge $1 to get in? That'll help offset these costs,
That's
you
true.
know,
That's
because
huge.
this, like I said, it's an expensive event. And like I said, people don't realize how much it is.
Yeah.
I always wonder to myself, and I think about this, and I hate thinking about this. What's going to happen the day that Tano Music Awards doesn't put on a fanfare no more?
Mm.
What happens? You know,
It's gonna be
I
a
mean,
sad
everybody
day.
else is trying to do things like that, but I mean, the reason why is because it's an established name. The organization's been out there going on 45 years this year. And it's almost come to that point. I'm not gonna lie about it. Financially, it's almost come to that point. But luckily that we're able to still survive and do another year. Um, so, like I said, just come out and support the artists. That's what I love about this event is that we get to have so many artists that we don't get to see on a normal basis around here, especially from out of state. Of course, you have your headliners. We were talking about headliners a minute ago about two anniversaries. We also have Stephanie Montiel kicking off her big energy tour
What?
My
this
favorite.
What?
Saturday. So, and right now on your podcast, right now, I'm going to go ahead and release this. Excelencia is going to be
I
doing a tribute to Jesse Perales, who passed
okay.
away. So they're going to have the original members of
Excellent.
Excelencia one
Wow.
time, one night at the 2025
Oh
Tano Music
wow,
Awards
that
fanfare.
says a lot right
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
badass.
I
Yes, that's
and
going to be
that's
awesome.
And that's gonna be on Saturday. See, I
That's
got
on
it right.
Saturday on Civic Stage. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So they were practicing this past Sunday. I got a kind of a preview of what it's going to sound like. The guys are very happy. They haven't been together in decades, like they said, and for them to get together because of Jesse's passing, I think Jesse wanted it to happen because I know we would speak
Yeah.
sometimes, and he was like, "Man, I wish that we could all get back together one day, just to jam, even if we don't go out on stage, just to jam and just reminisce about the past." And so, yeah, they're coming out and they've already got their set ready for us, and get ready for one heck of a show from Excelencia. So, Excelencia fans, come out there and join us on Saturday, Civic Stage.
Yeah.
Nice.
What one thing that I when I started looking at the Tejano Music Awards website, I saw when I was looking at the schedule, I said, "Oh my God, they're bringing back the meet and greet like it was
Yes,
back
yes, yes.
in the old days, like that." And so I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah. We ran out of room over there at Market Square. That's why we had to stop. And then our good friend Zap, who passed away, he was the one that was in charge of it. So he kind of already had showed me on, the background on how to set everything up and do this kind of stuff. So yeah, we have a meet and greet again this coming year. It's going to be in the same spot. If you get a chance to, like I said, we have a map on our China Music Awards Facebook and on our website that will show you exactly where the meet and greet's going to be at. Except we're not going to start it at noon this year. We're going to start it at 2 o'clock.
right,
The first session is from 2 to 3:45, and then our second session is from 4 to 5:45.
yes,
So yes, so we're going to have two sessions each day, Friday and Saturday, and it's going to be great. Get out there and go take pictures with the artists, talk to them, buy some merch, and just go out there and have fun.
yeah. I see
Eh,
that you have 12 tables, so there's gonna be a lot of artists out there signing,
Yes,
maybe selling merch. I don't know. You
Hey,
know.
Bino,
yes, sir.
what did you do before this? Were you?
So when I first got into this business, I was with Bandito Radio, which turned into Bino
I knew you
Radio
were a
as a
DJ.
disc
I
jockey.
knew you were a
Yes,
DJ, man.
and I
You
had
have
a
to give the
DJ
gab,
company.
man.
Yeah, I had a
You have
DJ
to give the
company also
gab.
prior to that. Yes, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, I did.
sir. I knew. All
Uh,
right, that's cool.
I got a
Be
call,
that
I got a call from the original member from the Chorizo crew, Boogeyman. He
Boogie
was a part
Man.
of
Yeah.
yes, he was a part of Bandito Radio with Dave Biondi, who still now owns BNet Radio,
And there was a
and
girl. What was the
he
girl's
told me he
name?
wanted to come in and just go in there and just have some fun behind the console. So I went in and shit, the rest is history, man. I came in.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was there for many years. I think I still hold the record for being on the air for almost close to about 48, no, 58 hours. It was 58 hours
Wow.
because there was a big storm coming through from the Gulf and I was stuck there. I was driving a Firebird, so of course the roads were flooded. I could, that car was so low. I was just on the air. I had people from Germany all over the world that was listening in, and it was really fun. They kept me entertained the whole day. Like you can do this, you can do this. It was
Yeah.
funny to the point when they cleared it up. I was like, I gotta go. I was already getting delusional already,
Wow.
But
That's
that
a
that
lot of
was it,
hours.
it was great times there at that station. But how I became a part of TTMA is, of course, BNet was there. They had their stage, and one
Right.
of their event coordinators came up and said, "Hey, can we use one of your jocks? One of ours didn't show up on the main stage, so we need somebody to come out there and MC." Well, hell, I was the first one. I was like, "Hell, I'll go over there." And then, like I
Yeah.
said, I got in. I got into that position, and it just became a yearly thing. The artists, I don't know what it was. To me, I always thought that every artist should have one of the biggest intros when you get on stage to make these
Yeah.
people yell
Hype.
and just
The
go
hype
crazy and
man.
start the vibe off right.
Yeah.
So that's what I was known for. And these artists would actually start, "Hey, can you come and bring us on? We want you to be our MC when we do that, and stuff." So they still ask. But one thing I realized when I was actually as a stage manager was that you really work to bring on the bigger artists. You're there all day, and that's what you get pumped up for. "Oh, I'm going to bring on Signo. I'm going to bring on, so and so."
Stephanie.
And then you would have another person go up there and take that spot away from you. I was like, dude, I was here all day waiting to do this, and
Yeah.
now, so I promised myself after
WTF?
yeah, I promised myself after I received the job for event director that I would never do that to my stage hands.
Oh,
Never,
good
never,
for
never.
you. Yeah, yeah,
I might go up there and speak, because I got some announcements to make, but I will directly turn it over to them and
yeah.
let them bring those bands on because I knew that feeling I had. It just was a sunking feeling. It's like, wow,
Well,
man. It's
good for
like,
you.
Yeah.
yeah, so hey, we're a small team, man, but we kick ass. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
doing this for many, many years. Me, Felix, Frank, and Robert, and we have a great.
Uh oh.
They have a great connection.
I think someone probably called them like that. That happens every once in a while. But you know what? I don't know if it's gonna make a
Okay,
difference.
can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, I
Yeah,
got you. Okay.
Hello,
I was just about to say
yeah.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but
hello.
hey, I can hear you.
We can hear
Is
you. We
that
can hear you.
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can you see us?
Okay.
Do you see
Can you
that?
hear
I
us?
don't know.
We can hear you. Okay, he paused. Okay. Well, we were gonna only have Bino for a limited time because he's a busy man, especially before the fanfare. But I bought 5,000 of these stickers, and if you see me or like that, I will give you a sticker. But I plan. I don't know if it's gonna help any, but I'm gonna put these at the beer and water sessions and stuff like
Oh,
that
I
for
bet you,
everybody.
bet you, I
Uh,
bet you, Pura Vida watched this soon.
Let me see if I can get. Okay, hold on. So, Bino, let's see. I gotta edit you out of here. Put you back in here. Sorry. Are you there, Bino? Yeah.
Oh, and I bet you it was, yeah.
Answered. That's why I was like, I knew I
Okay.
only had a small
No,
time to do
yeah.
something today, so
Tell it,
it's real
tell us
busy
the
today.
truth. Tell us the truth. It was Pura Vida watch, right? They try to hack this. You can
They're
say
hacking
See,
into you.
Danny called me to interrupt me. I love Danny. Danny's a good guy, man.
Yeah, but I was telling them that I don't know if it makes a difference, but I bought 5,000 of these stickers because at Vegas Tejano they were going like hotcakes. People were like, "Can I have two or three or blah 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 like that?" And
Right.
I wasn't selling them, but I bought 5,000 of
Well,
these.
save
So
one for me. I'd love to have one.
well, definitely. But I'm telling everybody, if you want one, go get a beer or water or soda, and I'll put a pile in each of those places where they
Nice,
can get
nice,
it.
nice, nice.
Okay. And
Awesome.
I'll
Appreciate
continue to
that.
say it like that. But yeah, I wish I thought about merch. I didn't think about that. I didn't have time for merch. This is all I can afford right now.
There you go. Hey, something's better than nothing, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah. So you were saying you love Danny and stuff from Pura Vida, and then
Hey, I've met Danny before. He's great
yeah,
people and
yeah.
stuff. I've talked to him
yeah.
several times and stuff. So yeah,
Oh,
he's good. I
it
mean, like I said, I wish everybody luck in this industry on what they're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
it's all love.
to do and stuff. And like I said, if nobody was actually trying to do another award show, I'd be kind of worried there.
yeah.
But like I said, the more the merrier, man. I mean, if you're doing it for the right reason, that's go for it. If
Yeah.
you're in for it just to get fame for yourself, then you're in this business for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I was surprised how well he did on his first one. I mean, there were hiccups and all that, but you got to expect that from
Yeah,
every
you
new thing.
expect that. I mean, it's your first
Yeah.
time, your first go around. So
Yeah,
the kinks will start working themselves out.
yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
just start building from there and say, hey, next year we need to fix these problems, and hopefully, that it'll just work itself out.
Yeah. I talked to him afterwards, and I
We're not.
gave him
We're
the
not even
honest.
here to talk about that, man. We're here to talk about TTMA. Okay,
Okay.
It's all
fanfare.
right. Like I
Let's
said,
go. Let's go.
Okay. But I am looking. I was looking over the deal, the schedule and stuff, and I saw Grupo Fijo. Let me see. Is we
From
have
Houston, Texas.
yes, and
Oh, I like the fact that you know that. I mean, so you're pretty familiar with most of the bands.
Yes.
Are there some that you're not familiar? Say, hey, who are you and stuff? Did that ever cross? I'm sure it
Well,
does.
because I actually have to kind of research these bands as well
oh
too
yeah,
throughout the year when they start trying to I mean it doesn't just start when we start doing the applications to submit. I get emails all the time saying, hey, we want to be a part of fanfare. So there's two things that I really love about this application that I put together is that the YouTube videos, I ask for them to be live performances because anybody can sound awesome in the studio. I
yes,
want to see you live. I want to see the
Yeah,
stage performance. I want to see your presence on the stage. I want to see how everything really and what you sound like,
yeah,
more importantly, because you bring in fanfare and then you just don't cut it. And then, of course, then you're just humiliating yourself. And I don't
yeah,
want that, and I told some bands also, hey, let's just wait till next year. And they took it like I was kind of putting them down. I said, and no way I'm trying to do that. I'm just trying to say, this first time you're going to come out and do this, hey, man, people judge you on the first appearances,
yeah.
that's true.
And so they came back the second year. I listened to them. I was like, wow, look at the difference that y'all made. So now let's go kick some butt now,
Nice.
Oh
And
yeah,
Yeah,
sure enough, it works.
you
Sometimes you
were.
try to rush yourself out there and, it's really not worth it. you
Yeah.
know, because that's the first impression they're going to get, and that's going to be stuck in their mind. You know, you can try as hard as you want to and try to get
Right.
that out their memory,
Right.
but to me, once I see that, it's like, oh
Yeah.
man, I don't remember that band. I don't even want to pay attention to them. But
Yeah.
that's why I try to give them some advice, about
Yeah.
that kind of
Like
stuff.
I.
Practice, practice, practice before fanfare if you're going to come out there, because, like I said, it's a big promotional event for your band.
Yeah.
It's time for you to come and shine. Those 40 minutes that you're on stage, it's yours.
Right.
Show the world what you have to prove to everybody in this industry.
Right. I remember one instance, an example of that. Isabel Marie. The first time I saw her,
Hmm.
I didn't like it as much, but the second year she kicked butt on that one. But
Good
on the
save. Good
schedule,
save.
I noticed there are a lot of females on these schedules every day.
Hey, that's
Did-
a great thing. Let me tell you, because several
yes.
years ago we were scratching our heads like, man, there's more males than there is females in this industry.
Oh yeah.
I am so glad about this explosion of females trying to get into the
Yes.
industry. It's like amazing. It was hurting us in the categories also for best new female, because we just didn't have enough females in the industry. So I'm glad that they're stepping up now and wanting to be a part of the industry and showcase their talent to us.
Okay. Yeah, and that I was kind of glad to see all this. I'm glad to see Stephanie on there again. She's always a showstopper. And d- okay, do you want to go through the lineup like through on price, or do you? Because I know you said you only have about
Yeah,
well,
I'm already over, but that's okay. I'll give you a
yeah,
couple more minutes. So, of
okay,
course, we're going to have Signo, like I said, celebrating 25 years. Michael
on
Salgado
Friday.
doing their 30th anniversary. Stephanie kicking off her new tour, the Big Energy Tour. And, of course, coming this year, too, one of the original Chamacos and with David Leaf, Juan P. Moreno is going to be a part of us this year, too.
Front and
So get
Yes,
center.
I
ready.
saw that.
Front and
Yes,
center.
yes, yes. So
Got
he's
it.
ready. Ricardo Castellon, Jaime Dianda, and also you got Los Chamacos going to be performing. Eddie Gonzalez, the reunion with Excelencia. I mean, the list just goes
Yeah.
on and on
Jay's
and
gonna
on.
be
So, I
there
mean,
also.
huh?
I think Jay is on there for Sunday.
Yes, Jay Pettis, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
The voice.
who's closing out the show? Is it Jay?
No,
No,
no, no. It's gonna be
yeah,
Michael
it's going to
on
be Michael
Sunday.
Salgado closing
Okay,
out.
he's the 30. Okay.
So, yeah, Jay's
Sunday.
performing right before him. And then, of course,
Yeah.
Ricardo before Jay. So, man, like I
Yeah.
said, it's just a great lineup all the way around. I feel like the lineup's very even, balanced
Yeah.
out. Uh, you know, like I said, we're here to try to support the new artists as well as our established artists.
Yes.
We're not here to screw anybody around. We just want to give them the best show ever that they can provide, especially our sound guys, production, G Man and J Smooth, everybody who comes in and puts up production, man. Thank y'all. I mean, these guys work hard, hard, hard. They'll be there Wednesday starting to set up. Thursday doing sound checks, getting ready with their lights and everything. And then, of course, hey, Friday we kick off. So, I mean, it's nonstop for these guys. 20-minute changeover, throughout the day. I mean, it's a tedious job, but these guys are very professional at what they do. My
Yeah.
hats off to them, and I'm glad that we have them aboard with us.
All right.
So at the beginning, Grupo Frontera came in as a Tejano band, right? Had they ever been on that stage?
No, they never.
No.
I was talking to one of the board members, and they had reached out to them a long time ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
always wanted to, but they were always out of town or nowhere
Yeah.
to be around.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah, I'm proud of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
a lot of
Yeah.
people say, "Oh,
they
they're
kicked
not
ass.
Tejano or whatever." Whatever it is, they're from Texas and they're making a
Right.
name for
Yeah,
themselves. So be
absolutely.
happy for them haters.
No. No. Yeah, I
Be
agree.
happy for them, man. It's not every day you get to see Hispanics, make the news and be in these big events and all this type of stuff. So hey, man, go out there and support, man, and start this hatred. I mean, it gets old after a while. I
Right.
think
Right.
some people are just like to be hateful just because they get off on it.
Yeah. No, I was just
Yeah.
wondering if that ever came across your
Yeah,
desk and stuff. But good to know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very good to know. Maybe one year they'll be at Fanfare of the Awards. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be
Well, hopefully.
crazy.
Yes. Yes, but like I said, I am looking forward to meeting you out there. I can't wait to see you guys out there this coming weekend. Don't forget, everybody, this is a free, free, free show, fun and safe for the whole family. So y'all make sure to come out there and join us for the 2025 Tejano Music Awards Fanfare at Hemisphere, where San Antonio meets. It's going to be a great show. All 3 stages of nonstop Tejano and conjunto music. We're going to have plenty of craft booths. We're going to have plenty of beverage booths. We're going to have plenty of artist booths. So, man, hey, and the food is going to be excellent this year out there too, man. We got a lot of new vendors out there selling food. So, hey, and St. Patrick's Day, wear green because
Nice.
I know I am because last year I didn't. of course, I was getting pinched left and right,
Yeah,
so
you
I'll
did
make
it on
sure we're
purpose.
wearing
You
green.
did it on
And there's
purpose,
going to
though.
actually be a parade, not by thrown by us, but by the city, which is going to go right through Hemisphere, and they actually party down right down the steps at the Riverwalk. So I mean,
Oh wow.
everything is right there at your convenience to go in and just have a great weekend in the Tejano capital of the world, San Antonio, Texas. But guys, thank y'all so much for having me on the show. Is there
Thank
any
you,
final
boss.
questions y'all have
Appreciate you.
before I get off?
No,
I
no.
think I asked all the ones I
Yeah.
wanted to. Like
Who cut your hair?
I did.
It looks very, very cool, man. I love it. I love it.
all right. Thanks, Bino.
No, I have a girl that actually does my hair here in
Yeah,
town, and I usually go a couple of days before fanfare just in case if it actually messes up. I
Tighten
still
it
have a
up.
couple of days for it to kind of
yeah.
grow
No, it
back a
looks
little bit. But
good,
no,
man.
she does a
It's on
top A
point.
job, So salutes to Terrell
Yeah, yeah.
from Freeport, Texas. She's been doing that for many years for me. So, but yes, guys, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, great weather. It's going to be nothing but puro Tejano and conjunto music. The reason why everybody comes to San Antonio is because of the 2025 Tejano Music Awards fanfare. And also, don't forget, like I said, open invitation afterwards. Hey, go out there and support all the after parties, guys. Go out there.
All right.
Like I said, our official after party is at the Beer Depot. But like I said, the more the merrier. Go out there and support all the Tejano artists who are performing this weekend.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
Thank you, Bino.
we appreciate you
Appreciate you
here,
so much,
and
man.
I'll see you on Friday.
And remember, it's Tejano time.
It's
Shut
always time.
shut
All right.
up.
Okay. Thanks, Bino.
Bye,
God
guys. Thank
bless.
y'all
Good
so
luck.
much.
All right. Hey, Devo, I really enjoyed it, but don't leave me hanging all the time like that.
What?
I,
You don't need me. You and him. That's all you need. Just him. All you
that's
need. He's like he kicked
yeah.
in. Like I was walk. I logged in. I said, man, he's like on fire. I said,
It doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to have a DJ that talks all
yeah,
the
no,
time
I'm just
for a
saying
living.
that boy's got a gift of gab. He's
Oh
he's
yeah.
a DJ or something. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
thought I thought you might have forgot that the times
No,
changed like
mm-mm.
that.
No,
No.
we were at dinner and it just took a long time. But yeah,
Okay. Hey,
yeah.
you know what? Well, let's go to the chat. Let's see. Oh wait. Oh well, Bino's gone. So if they ask us questions about it, maybe we can answer
We
them.
could make up. Yeah, make up.
We'll make up the answers. How's that? Okay. Lauren says, "Cuba fellas, what's up, buddy Nemo and Bino?" Lauren said hi. Okay. Let's see. I had a live show. We could connect via microwave sound.
What does
Like,
that mean? I don't know if that's good or bad.
well, Bino said that we could start interviewing artists there because, no show
Okay.
Lucky Joe. No show
Yeah,
Lucky
yeah.
Joe's going to be there.
No,
And Bino said, hey, you got him right there. You could do a show there. I said, no, 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 no.
why
I
not?
did because I don't want to edit shows and stuff like that. I don't want to do
Hmm.
it. Now, Lawrence is going to be out there. He's got a table. So you can also find these probably at Lawrence's table. And I'll dump a bunch of these at the beer, at the water, and stuff like that, and at Lawrence's table. And of course, if you see me there, I'll give you a couple stickers. Okay. And yeah, I'm not going to charge you anything like that. But man, I should have brought merch. The way Bino said that Jimmy sold all that merch, I should. Because I was thinking about doing it for Vegas time. But
There's a difference between you and Jimmy, though. FYI.
all right, all right, all right. Let's see. Ana Olivas, great information.
All
Thank
about
you.
this. Thank you, Anna.
Olivas.
Anna.
Hey, Luis. Hey, Oraldo. Glad you're back. Missed you last week. Yeah, we had another rescheduling. Texas Latino will be performing at Fanfare, and I've got him back in about, hopefully, in about 2 or 3 weeks. And
Two or
we'll talk-
three. Which one is it? Two or three?
Oh, no, you're making me go to my phone. I can't remember. I think it's in the last weekend of March. I'm going to have him here, or April. Man, you're going to make me slow down, aren't you?
Hey, did you hear? Did you hear? Hey, Luis, did you hear that? Bino knew who you guys were and stuff. We mentioned you, and he said, "Oh yeah, Houston, Texas, and stuff." So shout out to you.
Yeah, oh, that's for
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Grupo Fijo. Yeah, yeah.
Fijo,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Sorry, Luis.
Beat,
Wrong guy.
let's see,
Wrong. Wrong.
25th.
Fijo.
Texas Latinos on the 25th. Hopefully. And I'm going to get Sevi and Gabe on the show. Hopefully, I'll see them at Fanfare. Let's see who else we got. Hey, my brother. It's a
Hola.
Hola. Hey, long time no see.
I was thinking about him. You know, he used to chime in every week, and then I
That
guess he
was
gets
new.
busy.
When
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
yeah. We appreciated him though at the
He used,
beginning.
he used to give us smart aleck remarks and
He
stuff
was
like
still
that.
part of the show.
Let's see. Hey, Bina, what does a band have to make to make the cut. I know 3 bands that didn't get picked, even though they all have music releases. Okay,
So
I
he
don't.
said like maybe they didn't have a good video and stuff because that's what he looks at
I
is their
remember
performance.
that if it was an incomplete application, so but I know this is Lawrence. I know if Lawrence had anything to do with it, it was complete. So I don't know what to tell you. All right. Dr. Joe. I say, yeah, Nemo is in the house. Okay. I want a sticker. Yeah, everybody does. Okay. Let's say, hey Frank.
Frank Fierro.
All right. Welcome to the show. Has
Frank
Frank been
Fierro
on the
does
show?
I don't know, but he does stuff here in Fort Worth, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. No, Lawrence says no. You said you couldn't do live shows back in the day. I could back in the day because I have. Oh, well, we know you. You're Mr. Tech guy. I can't do that.
That he is.
All right. Thanks for the sport, Nemo, my brother. Okay, fine, bro. I mean, I'll see you on Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. Hey, we didn't go over exactly who's going to be on at Fanfare, but let me say I just jotted everybody that I was
Hey,
interested.
hang on.
What's that?
Go ahead.
What are you doing? Are you going to do these like little bubbles and stuff like that we have? Nemo, what you doing? I don't know. Okay, so Friday at Fanfare, it's going to be headlining. These are the people I'm going to. There's 3 different stages. I know the headliners are gonna. That I'm looking forward to is Signo. Sunny is gonna perform, but I'm gonna
What?
skip that. I'm gonna
Hey,
skip
hey,
that.
did you see Mark's post? He was there with
Yeah, I
Sunny.
saw that.
He even got a glove and stuff. Like
I know,
I was hoping that he'd bring it to the show and
but
show everybody.
I don't know if you remember, but Mart, when he was a kid, Sonny brought him up to stage and gave him a glove back then.
That I didn't know.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, the Crazy Pimps Art is gonna be out there, and Monica Salivar from Grand Prairie, right? Grand Prairie, right? She's from Grand Prairie. Yeah, and then Los Chamacos, Rogel Martinez. I'm gonna try to talk to him and
That
get
was
him on
back
the
in We
show.
Can Do It days. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Cajuto Cats and Madison Polito has been on the show before. Eddie Gonzalez. I'm looking forward to seeing them live, and of
Yeah.
course, the Homeboys. You know, with Elias from Fort Worth. Yeah, I enjoy every time he performs, but hopefully he won't use the trampoline to break his ankle or
I know
knee or
it's
something like
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
I think he learned his lesson, maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully.
And Gabriela Martinez and Cindy Ramos. I would try to get Cindy Ramos on the show. Uh, Saturday, the headliners are going to be Stephanie and No Show Lucky Joe. Jaime de Anda. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, so you speak to Freddie, right? From Freddie Records. I mean,
Yeah, Mark. What about Mark?
so did you ever find out why he's no show?
No. You know, you know, No Show Lucky Joe. He's an adult. He doesn't need a babysitter, so
Okay, no, I'm just
he's
asking.
got a cat. You know,
I just asking because you keep bringing it up. Like, okay,
well, you know,
let's put it to rest.
I'm not putting it to rest. I gave it to him, and that's it. No one gives you the nickname. I mean, you can't say what your nickname is.
Yeah, got
Someone's
it.
got to give it to you, and I just gave it to him.
Got
All
it.
right. Oh! Like a bird. Okay, Gabriella. Okay, on Saturday I said, well, you know what's so interesting is Fama. I didn't know Fama. I know.
Is that the original? Oh,
Yeah, I know
oh, yeah.
because it's. But I haven't heard any of their music, and I don't know if you were here, but Excelencia is gonna make a
Yeah,
comeback
yeah.
right here, and they're gonna. I think.
Única Estrella. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Laura Linda's going to be there. I did notice there are a lot of females on this, more than usual. And then, of course, Texas Latino, Patsy Torres, Savannah V, or Votion. And again, Juan P. Moreno. I'm looking forward to seeing him. La Calma, Grupo Vidal, and Amanda Solis is going to do like I think a Selena tribute to her. And
So
then
do we have Amanda Solis on?
no. I have footage of her because I think I got her at what was that? Buena Vida Awards. I got some, so I need to probably get her on there since I have some footage. And then Sunday, I wish I could make it Sunday, but I gotta work on Monday. But Michael Salgado, Jay, Ricardo Castellon, Lucky Joe, again, No Show Lucky Joe,
2012.
and Ruben Vela Jr., and many more. And I encourage I didn't highlight the major acts,
So,
but
so you have the list right there. How many people have we had on the show that's on there?
well, I'm not gonna say. I mean, most of them have been on the show.
Grupo
Like,
Viejo. What else?
well, I mean, if you count back in the '90s, almost
Well, no, no,
a
no. I'm
good
not counting back
majority
in
of
the
them.
'90s. I care less about the
No,
'90s.
we'll get them
I'm
on
talking
the
about
show, but you know what?
how many of the girls have been
In
on there?
order for us to get these people back on the show, you have to subscribe and all that stuff. Okay, Nemo, subscribe, download the YouTube thing. But again, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that the kickoff ceremony is not at Market Square. It's at Hemisphere Park. A Hemisphere. I guess it's
It's
Hemisphere.
by the Big Nino, right?
Hemisphere. Yeah. But in Tejano Nation, your number one source for Tejano News, they screwed up. It said Market Square. All right. But again, I said this before that they brought back the meet and greets, and they've got. Let me tell you on
Okay, wait. Did you see what Lawrence just said?
what. Let's see. I have
Bam!
I have had all of them.
Bam! Bam!
Did you have
Mic
Lucky?
drop.
Did you have Lucky Joe, Lawrence? Did you have No Show Lucky Joe?
I think he's talking about the females.
Oh, the females, yes. Okay.
And we
Let me.
can't even name one
What? Females?
that we've had on there on the show.
Madison,
Okay, but can you name another one?
Stephanie,
Oh yeah, Stephanie. But
Patsy.
okay, Pat, that's good. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Okay, we'll just get. I don't.
Isabel Marie, no.
Oh, he said twice. Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right,
Bam!
Lawrence. I know. Okay. For the meet and greet from 2 p.m. to 3:45, let's see. We've got Maria El Cien, Maritza Monte Gomez. I don't know. Yessie's going to be there. Destiny, Madison, Joy Martinez, Roger Velasquez, Leo Interpretation, and Joe Ojeda. And there's two to be announced later, but from 4 to 5:45, it's Art Tejarina is going to be there. The Crazy Pimps, the Homeboys, Los Chamacos, Conjunto Cats. Uh, Sonny's going to be there. All right.
Marta will be there.
No Show Lucky Joe's going to be there.
You'll be there.
Valente Rodriguez, Rogel Martinez, Juan P. Moreno, Gabriela, and Eddie Gonzalez. Those are people that are going to be there on Friday. Saturday, let me see. Saturday's meet and greet. It's from 2 to. Wait, was that it? Okay. All right. Did I already say? Okay, no. Starting at 2 o'clock, it's Los Estrellas de Oro, Angel Martinez, Liz Garcia, which we've had on the show.
Bam!
All right. Candice Vargas, the Ibarra Boys, Alfredo Guerrero, a Tortilla Factory. Hey, does that mean Marcus Daniels going to be there? He plays with the Tortilla Factory.
Yeah.
Juan P. Moreno, Laura Louder Linda, and there's 3 TBAs, so we don't know who's going to be there. So you need to line up and make sure you're there for everybody. And from 4 to 5:45, it's Stephanie, Jaime de Anda, Savannah Motion, Patsy Torres, Fama, No Show Lucky Joe, Valiente Rodriguez, Texas Latino, Ray, and Roger Velasquez, and another TBA. Hey, you know what?
It's not Velasquez. It's Velasquez.
Velasquez. Okay. And I think it was, hold on, make sure. I think it's on Sunday that our friend, I think it is, I thought I saw Rev Ray was going to be performing.
Shut up.
Was it that or Saturday? I think he's early on one of these days. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. He's on, I think it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday at 12 noon. Rev Ray's going to be there. So I want everybody to show up for Rev Ray. He's been on the show too. So I really like his music out there. He's changing he's giving us his version of Tejano music, which is good. I'm looking forward to it. Nemo?
Nords?
No. Well, I was gonna say Lawrence over here.
Hmm.
Lawrence hasn't had Liz Garcia yet. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Yet.
Yet. Okay. How come you're not coming? Or are you? Do you change your
Oh,
mind?
oh yeah, I'll be there.
Fair. You're gonna be there?
I'll be there.
I don't believe you. Okay. All right. I think we're. Let's see.
Uh
Vic
There's
Medina.
Vic.
What's
Hey,
up?
I think he's a stripper now because I saw this money that he posted he was making, and they're like paying him big money now.
Oh,
Hey, what's up,
really?
Vic? How you making that money? Are you a stripper now? Are you
Teach us.
what's
Teach us how to
yeah?
make the money. He goes,
What are you doing?
hey. He's going,
What do you want to know?
hey.
What are you
Don't go
doing?
there. Don't go there. Don't go there, Nemo.
No, he knows
All
what he's
right.
doing
Hey, we'll have to
because
have
he's
Vic as a guest again. All right. I still have to do laundry. I'm leaving tomorrow, so I got to drop off my daughter, and then I'm taking off. But I was in did I tell you I was in San Diego this past weekend? I hadn't been. We were staying in Coronado Island, and I hadn't been there in 45 years. Man, it brought
okay.
back some memories. Okay, but I'm off to San Antonio
Yeah.
mañana.
Well, good luck. God
All right,
bless.
and
Godspeed, and be careful. You're driving, right?
yes, I'm driving, and I'm hopefully I'll get Mart will help me get more contacts and
Yeah.
start booking them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mart's had been having a hard time getting these artists to call him back
What?
too. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You should start booking some artists.
Oh yeah. Just put me on the list.
Yeah. Okay. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
And you've been listening and watching Tejano Talk. All right. I'll see you next week, hopefully. Hey, wait. Did I tell you who's playing? Did you want to know who's coming next week?
Yeah. Do we have a show next week?
Yes. It's Potente.
Okay. Yeah.
Potente?
Well,
Okay.
they're good. They're good.
And then Texas Latino. And after that, I've got nobody booked because I told Mart
Well,
to
again,
book April.
we have Bolio. We have
Yes, I understand.
I gave you all those people. Let's
Why
get
don't you
them. We
book
have
them? Why don't you book them?
Presión. We have
Why
Presión.
don't you book them?
They're
Why don't
just
you
an
book them?
inbox away,
Why
man.
don't you book them?
Inbox
Why
away,
don't you
man.
book them?
Inbox away.
Book them. Book them. Book them. Okay.
But okay.
And you've been listening and watching Tejano Talk. Subscribe, tell all your friends, and see us next week. All right. See you, Nemo. Bye.